often you walk around and persons say to you, the St. Lucia Labour Party is perhaps a better party right now. But you know their strategy? They look to our leader. They look to our leader and they purport, perhaps Philip J. Pierre is not ready. And even in the Labour Party, persons sit down and they have their little secret talks and they say, perhaps he's not ready. Let me tell you something, St. Lucia. Do not let anybody fool you. In a country of 170,000 persons, not one person can measure up to Philip J. Pierre at this present moment. Not one. Not one. In a country of 170,000. And this is what we need to tell them. A former Minister of Infrastructure. What are we complaining most about in St. Lucia? Roads, infrastructure, water supply, four-lane highway up in Grosley. Let me tell you, I frustrated you. I frustrated. A former Minister of Infrastructure knows every single thing about developing the infrastructure of this country. Honorable Philip J. Pierre. A former Minister of Tourism. Tourism, the mainstay of our economy. Who better to be at the helm of this country right now to decide on the structure and the flow of tourism development in St. Lucia than Honorable Philip J. Pierre? Who better? A business owner. Man involved in commerce. A man who knows what it means to actually strategically understand that we can't just spend money like we're mad. Don't imagine yourself. We cannot just spend money like we crazy. We cannot move VAT from 15% to 12% and spend more. Basic accounting and economics. We cannot do it as a nation. We cannot raise taxes on gas and tell persons and bus drivers, come up with your own policy to fix the road. We cannot do that. The individual who knows exactly how to deal with the finance of this country right now, you need to tell them, is Honorable Philip J. Pierre. Young people, do not let them kidnap your mind. I'll say this again. Do not let them kidnap your mind. Do not let them hold you to ransom like they've done for the last 3 years and offer you $1,000. Do not let them hold your minds and your thoughts and take you to Vanna and back. Do not let them kidnap your future. They've held us to ransom for the last 3 years. 3.5 years. Rampant victimization. Nice workers sent home because they labor. Persons offered no prospect of promotion because they labor. They've kidnapped us for 3.5 years. And it's time to break that deadlock and say, no more! We cannot take it again. We go into the media and we're sitting down and we're giving a full interview of how you guys kidnapped us. Took us to Vanna, took us to the highways of Capet State and took us back down to Pigeon Island, held us to ransom. And we have no recourse. We are afraid. Our young people are afraid because we know if we continue down that course, it's only going to lead to death. We cannot allow that to happen. We cannot Rosie behave. We cannot allow that to happen. I'm telling young people, from today, it starts with us. We need to pay attention. We need to tell them that, you know what? Your time is up. We understand that you do not understand us. Persons ask me time and time again, especially young people, what is the difference between the St. Lucia Labour Party and UWP? They say that very often. It is the same thing. There's nothing different. Why make any choice? It's the same thing. Young people, when they say that to you, tell them one word. Priority. Priority. The difference between the St. Lucia Labour Party and any other institution right now is priority. In this economic climate, or as us young people say, in this hard guava season, the St. Lucia Labour Party will never give Cabot Link millions of our NIC money. The money of our young people would never take that money and invest it in a golf course. Priority. It's simple. The St. Lucia Labour Party in a time of modern technology would not let wind energy that is available and ready to go be cast aside while our people suffer through high electricity bill. Priority. That's the one word you tell them so they can understand. The St. Lucia Labour Party will not put horses before our healthcare system. The St. Lucia Labour Party will not, in this hard guava season. Let me tell you something. As young people, let's talk. Let's talk on the block. Foreign investment. Which one of you young women would allow a man to come and say right now that they're going to invest in your future and then stay with that man after he tells you you have to foot the bill? Let me ask you that again, because I don't think you're with me. Which one of you young ladies right now would stay with a man? That's the option we have going forward. Who tells you, I am coming to invest in you. I'm going to build a house for you. I'm going to pay your water bill. And then he tells you, give me the money, I'll give it to you back. This is what passes off for foreign investment in St. Lucia right now. This is what passes off for foreign investment. And we young people sit idly by and we say nothing. DSH, give me the money, I'll give it to you back. Use your passport, use what you have. Give us the money, we'll give it to you back. Which person would stay in that sort of relationship? That is a relationship of disaster. And that is the decision we as young people have to make going forward. Do we want absolute foreign investment that works? Or do we want something that we're going to gamble our future on? That is the decision we have to make going forward. St. Lucia, the choice is clear. The choice is clear. We have to decide how we strategize this thing. And we know social media, for us young people, is the way to go. I am looking for 100 persons from Molashik to Kaka State.
I'm from Molashik.
And the surrounding communities. I'm looking for 100 young people that will join me, because you know from tomorrow victimization starts. But guess what? I am ready. I am ready. I'm not afraid at all. I'm looking for 100 persons, 100 young people to join me. We're looking for a group that will deal specifically with social media. We're looking for a group that will deal specifically with mobilizing persons. We're looking for a group that deals with information. We're looking for a group of PR specialists so that we can get the word around, so that we can strategically and targetedly get things going for St. Lucia. I'm looking for 100 persons. 4880929, the number easy. 100 persons. And I'm not leaving here today without getting at least 30 numbers. At least 30. And we're going to sit down. We're not going to wait for Philippe J. Pierre, who has an entire bunch of infidels to get rid of. We're not going to wait for that. We're going to do it ourselves. That's what we're going to do as young people. So, young people, I want to leave you guys with one last thing that is critical to the next general election, because it is dear to me as a young person, and it really irks me when I see it in our communities. The end of political prostitution starts with us. We, as young people, need to spread the word around. The end of political prostitution starts with us. The belief that we could somehow strategically shape contracts to save money in the KT4 election and buy young people, they're not buying the elderly, buy young people and buy an election. It is targeted as us, as young people. The young persons are the ones falling victim to that. We need to say no more political prostitution as young people. And we need to start it now. Spread the word. Put it on t-shirts. Put it on caps. Put it on bands. Tell the politicians, represent me properly or you are out. You cannot buy my vote. You cannot buy my children's future. It stops today. Tell them, political prostitution out of style. We don't want that again. We don't want you to come with your broken promises after 4 years and $300 in a t-shirt for me to vote for you. Represent me first. Now I tell you, anyway, let's see that alone. But political prostitution needs to end. And people, young people, this is serious. Never in our history have we seen some of the things we are seeing right now. We are seeing a move away from getting an airport fixed and redeveloped free to now a price tag of $600 million on our children. And that is before cost overruns. What's up to buy if cost overruns? $600 million. We need to get up, young people. We need to rise. And we need to say, all throughout St. Lucia, no more. And we need to rise behind our political leader and the St. Lucia Labour Party into victory for the next general election. I thank you.